Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Valerie Z, the founder of Spiritual Cardio, a 10-week group coaching program that teaches women how to make peace with their inner truth and practice self-love, where we heal in community by interrogating our inner demons until they lose power over us. I'm bringing you the powerful spiritual practices that helped birth my transformation because I want the same for you. I'm going to teach you how to build a love story with yourself and your inner child. So let's go. Hi, everybody. This is a special episode because I'm 4 years sober today. Can you believe that? 4 years. It's crazy. Time has gone by so fast. And I wanted to share the joy of sobriety and all of the blessings that it's afforded me so that hopefully I inspire somebody to give sobriety a try and also inner work a try. So this is a really special episode for me because I was struggling a lot in the past with drinking. Drinking was my primary way of coping, of numbing, of just getting lost, not wanting to deal with my inner world. So yeah, it's been 4 years. 4 years today, September 1st, 2018, is my sobriety date. And that's 4 years of self-discovery, 4 years of self-love, 4 years of becoming self-aware, 4 years of cultivating joy, 4 years of relentless inner work. Because you got to put in work, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to stop drinking and then like magically life gets better. No, like you got to put in work in order for your life to transform. And that's what I did. And the truth is I started my inner work 8 years ago, but I wasn't committed to my healing or personal growth back then. I had like 1 foot in and 1 foot out because I was struggling with drinking. I didn't want to stop. I thought that if I stopped drinking, my life was over. So I was terrified of stopping. But the drinking and the blacking out were just creating more wounds, like just waking up in strange places with strangers or just driving drunk. And I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess. It was creating more wounds until I got tired of it. I got exhausted from it, that I just couldn't do it anymore. And I realized I was hurting myself. I didn't know it at the time, but drinking was affirming a disconnection from my authentic self. It just kept me stuck in the same old patterns that were leading me nowhere, that were keeping me frozen, that were keeping me submerged in like helplessness and hopelessness. My life just wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't tapping into my goals and dreams, and I wasn't reaching for joy. I wasn't reaching for alignment. And so my DUI was a blessing in disguise because it was the final straw. And that's where I said no more. Like, I'm not going to allow alcohol to hurt me anymore because I realized it was the common denominator to my problems. And like I said earlier, like I thought if I stopped drinking, my life was over. And I was so wrong. But I think that was the addiction talking. That was the addictive mind, was thinking that my life was over if I stopped drinking. But little did I know, it was just starting because it was the birth of my transformation. It was the start of a new life. And I didn't know that back then. Like when I knew I had to stop, I thought my life was over. And that's the beauty about sobriety, is that if you stay committed to staying true to what your heart really needs, your life does transform. You just you've got to find a little bit of strength to do that inner work too, because your life blossoms like you never thought it would. Transformation is available for anyone who's ready to make that commitment. And it's not always pretty, and there's bumps along the way. Absolutely, there is. And I'm the first to admit I'm far from perfect. I struggle. I have to check my ego regularly. And I can be an impatient person, so I have to check myself on a regular basis. So when I preach about this work and I preach about transformation, like I want to make it very clear, like I am not perfect, okay? And I don't want to pretend that I am, because first of all, perfection doesn't exist. And secondly, like that's not realistic. We are human beings having a human experience on earth, and that includes flaws, that includes ego. But aside from all of that, it still is a beautiful life, because like in doing this work through sobriety and through inner work, through this transformational work, like we slay that darkness that tried to destroy us. And I love, I'm going to emphasize that, I love who I've become as a result of staying committed to the game. I'm just kidding, not the game. But I love who I've become as a result of staying committed to my personal growth, to my healing, to making peace with my inner truth, to staying true to what my heart needed, to loving myself spiritually. Our inner truth can be a beautiful love story if we're willing to do the work to make peace with it. And along the way, I documented everything I did to transform. And an amazing coaching program was born. Spiritual cardio is all about teaching transformational spiritual practices that assist in making peace with all that we are, where we've been, and identifying blocks that keep us stuck. How to tap into ourselves deeply, and the journey of rebirth that awaits. It's lessons on self-inquiry, acceptance, forgiveness, speaking our truth, gratitude, mirror work, and more. And all of this while discussing your particular challenges and needs, while giving raw examples of how all of this works using my personal story. And that's why spiritual cardio is 10 weeks long, because there's so much content to go over. And you also need to have some time to digest it and practice it. So if you're recognizing that the way you're living your life isn't serving you, or the choices you're making are hurting you, or you want to reach that next level of consciousness, or you want to practice a form of transformational self-love, or maybe you're tired of distracting yourself from your inner truth. I've been there, and distraction delays healing. And really going inward is the only way out. It's the only way to true happiness. And what I know for sure is that our inner demons lose power over us once we start running towards them. And if we keep distracting and numbing ourselves, they hold all the power. But in running towards them, we befriend them. And in befriending them, then we can make peace with them. Because in getting to know them, we can heal what conceived them. Yeah, it's deep stuff. It's really, really deep stuff. But I'm so grateful for sobriety, you guys, because it changed my life. Hey ladies, are you curious about doing your inner work? Are you ready to dig deep and start loving yourself on a spiritual level? Are you interested in reaching a higher level of consciousness? If so, then this may be just what you're looking for. Spiritual Cardio is a course in transformational wisdom that combines traditional spiritual practices with real life experience. At Spiritual Cardio, we heal in community where we can be vulnerable and raw, because when one woman speaks her truth, she begins to heal, and she opens the door for another woman to speak hers. At Spiritual Cardio, every lesson is designed with you in mind. That includes practical tools with relatable real-life examples. At Spiritual Cardio, we help identify and release energetic blocks so that you can become the architect of your destiny. Head over to valeriezapeta.com to read the powerful testimonials from previous clients and register for an upcoming session. Group and one-on-one coaching is available. All sessions are live and in real time. Now back to the show. Early in sobriety, I used to say getting sober was the ultimate act of self-love. But that opinion needs to be updated on my 4th sober birthday because sobriety is only a piece of the transformational puzzle. Another piece is the inner work. Both have changed my life. I now have the courage to feel and process negative emotions, the courage to take baby steps towards my goals. I've developed the stamina to look at my imperfections and learn from them without putting myself down. I've cultivated self-esteem and confidence by staying committed to my growth, my health, and respecting my body. I've been blessed with the clarity to see God's will for my life and the capacity to be present for all that life has to offer. There's no more hangovers or blackouts or days of recovery from drinking. I've liberated myself from the illusion that I need a substance to have a good time and the lie that alcohol can make me feel better, because the truth is, I can make me feel better. Life is so precious and short, you guys. If you're ready to do your inner work, the Spiritual Cardio podcast offers a lot of free content to get you started today. And if you want to deep dive with me, Spiritual Cardio is open for registration. It's 10 weeks of transformational wisdom where we come together to drown our sorrows. Spiritually, though, and in a healthy way. We tap into the core of our hearts. We laugh and we cry, and we heal in community. So cheers to 4 years. Thank you for celebrating my 4 years of sobriety with me by tuning into this special episode. And before I go, I wanted to make a special announcement for a new version of Spiritual Cardio. It's Spiritual Cardio with friends. Just imagine meeting your friends on a deeper level, where you're doing inner work together, simultaneously, and you're holding each other accountable for doing the work because you care about each other. Imagine witnessing your friend's self-discovery while exploring your own. Imagine evolving and cultivating healthy self-love together. Imagine reaching a higher level of consciousness together. Spiritual Cardio with friends is a phenomenal way to deepen your bond with the women you love most. So what would this look like? Everybody registers. You guys let me know what day and time works best for you. It might be a Friday night, or it might be a Saturday evening or a Sunday morning. You let me know. Right now I have a lot of slots open for this new version of Spiritual Cardio. So what it looks like is that up to 10 people, your closest group of women, and you register for Spiritual Cardio together. We agree on a date and time that works best for you guys. And so let's say you guys decide on a Friday night. So instead of going to happy hour or the bar or the club, we'll meet for 10 weeks for up to 90 minutes via Zoom. And we'll discuss the spiritual practices that transform your life, which is self-inquiry, acceptance, forgiveness, self-love, spirituality, self-discovery, and more. It's 10 weeks of transformational wisdom that combines traditional spiritual practices with real-life examples, and how these rituals have transformed my life so that you can apply them to your unique story. And then the following week, we come back and share what came up for us after doing the practice. And as we speak our truths, we heal in community with the women we love most. And we learn how to be vulnerable and raw together. Imagine witnessing your friend's healing by speaking her truth, which empowers you to speak yours. At Spiritual Cardio, every lesson is designed with you in mind. That includes practical tools with relatable real-life examples. So Spiritual Cardio teaches you how to go from wounds to wisdom, and from breakdowns to breakthroughs by exploring you and witnessing your friends' healing while doing your own. And lastly, we'll address the elephant in the room, because you might be wondering, how much does this cost? It's $400 a person for 10 weeks of spiritual self-love, accountability, and transformational wisdom. That's $40 a session. And with inflation and the economy, you probably spend more than that at the bar every weekend, let's be real. So why not do something different that feeds your heart and soul? So round up a couple of friends. Of course, he has to drink water while we are recording. Galo always does this. It's okay, my love. Go over there. So I'm introducing this now. Stay tuned. If you have not signed up for my newsletter, make sure to sign up via valeriezapeta.com so that you are the first to know when this goes live. So this is Spiritual Cardio with Friends. So there's the general Spiritual Cardio, which anyone can go and sign up. And then there's Spiritual Cardio with Friends, just for you and your closest friends to do this with. Thank you for celebrating my 4 years of sobriety with me by tuning into this special episode. That's all I have for now. If you'd like to support the show, there's several ways you can help. You can share this episode with a few friends. Follow at Spiritual Cardio on social media. Make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast platform, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you can donate to the show via the website. I'll include all links in the show notes. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye. Hey, thank you for showing up and spending some time with me. If you loved this episode, please make sure to subscribe. And for exclusive content, you can sign up for my newsletter at valeriezapeta.com. I'll see you guys at the next show.